right here to protect my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
This is Dev B Music.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Demir Bird returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
First and 10, Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Rams' 43-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
And it's third down.
gun. Newton. And that is incomplete.
He went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Goff. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Second and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That's taken in by Henderson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Goff throwing again. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka.
a 29-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. The way up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
Sony Michel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
His kick.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Score, Patriots 10, Rams 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
At the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. Now Goff on 1st down. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
10, Rams 7.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Rams are going on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it up, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over.
That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
You'd be picking dandelions.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Makes the score.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with because one-play drive, you throw an interception. People think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Gone. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
45-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Goff over the middle to Smith. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gain of 25 yards.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 22-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, it'll be Akers at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a first down throw, gone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, To me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Down at the 43-yard.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll go again here with Akers. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Newton can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now a hit. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to trot out there and try and slow them down. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 39, Newton. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they thought they were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Goff on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. It's incomplete. That's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Goff. The right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Henderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Bauschke's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Off-play action. Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And his throw is incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a run with Akers. Just inside the 25-yard line. They had 2 straight 1st downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll try the air now with Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's got the 1st, but we also have the flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Touchdown, Patriots. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, it's gone. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
And goal at the Patriots' 8-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
And goal.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 27.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Yard line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
2 yards. First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game.
First and 10.
You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 16. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Jameer Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
New England.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 50.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.